Hey everybody, my name is Furgotti, and today I'm back in Stanley Parable. I'm so happy to be back here. So, from where we last left off, I was playing Minecraft and Portal and all that. I want to see what happens if I just, stay there in Portal. So, I'm going to speed through this. So, you'll all see me when that happens in just like a couple of seconds. Okay, we're back. Oh man, it was hell going through this right now, all up to this point. Alright, let's put this on here again. Ooh, what's up there? Is there any way I can I jump? Oh, I can't jump in this game, that sucks.
Genius.
What if I just
No,
run for it?
You know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long.
You're a complete
Goodbye,
cunt.
Stanley.
You know that?
Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope
Fuck
that
you,
everyone
narrator.
lives happily ever after.
Fuck you. Alright, so basically that was a dead end. All I got was some extra dialogue.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Oh, that's new. See anything change?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I kind of want to go right again and see what happens if I just be a complete jackass.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Right, whatever, man.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope, not gonna.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What happens if I just kill myself too? Let me see.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh my god, that's such a great ending. Oh, what's with the...
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Oh. What's going on? Narrator? Oh. I think that's new.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What happens if I just go to the left now?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Interesting. Oh, I can open this. Ooh, what's in here?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Hey, fuck you. Maybe I don't want to leave.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Is he gonna snap? It looks like he's about to snap a little bit.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the
Oh yeah,
broom
he's gonna
closet.
snap.
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh yeah, he's gonna snap.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Oh god.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Oh my god. This is so funny.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Oh my god. The broom closet
Stanley
end.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Oh my
He
god,
probably
whoa.
only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Holy
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Drugs and hookers.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Drugs and
You
hookers.
got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of
Aren't
the
you
long-term
human?
sustainability of your species.
Hello, narrator,
Please
aren't you
remove
supposed to be
their
human?
corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer.
Yeah, that's not how it
making sure
works.
they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
I really hope
All
this.
right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I really hope that this game got an award. I feel like that this narrator deserves something. Oh, the drugs and hookers. Oh my god, that's so funny. Is he gonna snap? Okay, no, I don't think so.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Oh my god. This is such a great and slow ending. This is such great YouTube content. Just sitting in a janitor closet. Great YouTube material. Give me a play button.
Coming to a staircase,
Oh, damn it.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What if I go downstairs? Oh, what's over here?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment.
Wait,
for
what?
no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why
True.
did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
True.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Oh, this is trippy.
How was he
weird.
remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought
this is really a huge inception.
This voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
That's such a weird
I want my apartment
life.
And my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh, shit.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My
I like
name is
this weird
Stanley.
Inception
I have
thing.
a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
Oh,
can
everything's
someone
getting
tell
red.
me I am real? I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. Oh. I like the constant looping. That's cool in the game.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her
What
place
the
of work.
fuck?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
What the fuck?
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Oh, what?
But then
That,
she remembered
no,
the meeting
that's
she
not.
had scheduled
What the
for
fuck?
that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What the fuck? This narrator's an asshole. Alright, well, I think I'm done for the Stanley Parable for this episode. Man, jeez, this guy's a real asshole, the narrator. Well, I had to end it here. I'll see you in next video. See ya.